I did it. I ventured into my moved out kids' bedrooms and I actually decluttered, stored everything, and cleaned it all out. I really thought it was going to take me forever to do that, but I'm so glad that I got it done. Hi, I'm Megan and welcome back to Organizing What Matters. It has been 3 months, almost 3 months, since two of my oldest daughters moved out, and their bedrooms were left rather cluttered. Mostly because when they packed and moved out, they didn't take everything with them. One of my daughters moved in to a shared bedroom over close to campus. She's a freshman at BYU, and she doesn't have very much space at all in her apartment. So she was very limited on what she could bring with her. So she left quite a bit behind. And then my other daughter that moved out, she too is moving into a shared apartment. She does have her own bedroom. So she had a little bit more space than my other daughter, but still space was limited. So she only brought the stuff that she needed right now in her apartment with her. There was quite a few things left over. Now, I didn't want to do all of the work of going through it and deciding what to keep and what not to keep without them here. So what I decided to do was to just put everything in bins and store them. That way, whenever they get to it, whenever they decide to go through all their stuff, they can do that. Because I'm not sure what things they're going to want to keep with them long term. Maybe they don't know yet either. So I just put everything in bins. But then I cleaned out the rooms. I'm actually sitting in one of the rooms right now, and it feels so nice to be in here, but it's so empty. So put everything in bins, cleaned everything out. I didn't do like a deep clean. These rooms definitely need that. Carpets need to be cleaned. Baseboards need to be cleaned. I probably need to clean like all of the walls and furniture and things like that, just because it's been so long since any deep cleaning has been done in these rooms, and the carpets haven't been cleaned in forever. So those things will happen sometime. And then I eventually will put these rooms back together, kind of a hybrid of like their stuff and like guest room decor, because I want them to feel like they have a space when they come back and that it still feels like home to them. But I really want to have these rooms available for guests to stay in when they come. So I don't know when I'll get to that, but it'll be sometime. Anyway, this week it was actually more than 1 week, and it took kind of long because these were very, like I said, very cluttered spaces. Plus I started my new job, so I have less time to work on these projects. So that's why it's been a few weeks since I've put out an Organizing What Matters video. And let me see if there's anything else to talk about. Not really. This was a lot of throwing away, a lot of storing in bins. Oh, the last thing. My plan with my moved out kids stuff, or like as each one of my kids moves out and still has stuff left behind, I have so many closets in the basement. We have an abnormal amount of closets in the basement. So my plan is to designate each closet to one of my kids and just store their stuff in there, because they're currently not really being used for anything. So I'm going to designate a space for each one of my kids and put all of their stuff in there. So that way they don't have to feel like rushed or pressured to get rid of anything or to go through it. They have some time, because they may not be able to make a decision about what to keep until they're like in a more permanent spot. That might be a while. That might be years and years. So I'm going to designate a spot for each of them to store their stuff. However, I need to organize that space before I can put their stuff in it. So right now I've just put them in bins and stored it either like in the closet in that room or stacked on the side of the room. You'll see in the video. So anyway, let's just get right to it and you can see what I did this week. We had 2 kids move out in August, and it was their first time moving out. So we have all of this stuff and 2 bedrooms There's one in here that got sorted through and packed up, but then lots of stuff was left behind. And obviously garbage and stuff that we have to get rid of. So again, I can't believe I'm showing you this. But we have lots and lots of stuff to go through. This is what I'm going to be tackling this week. And then here's this room too. So, and closets. So this is what I'm going to be tackling. It may or may not take more than 1 week. I'm guessing more than 1 week.
All right, here we go, day one. I have to admit I've been avoiding this space for a long time because it just seemed so overwhelming. I didn't know where to start. But the truth is, with big projects like this, you just have to start. So I went in with a garbage bag, started throwing things away, and I got these bins to put things in that belong to my daughter. I don't want to throw away things that she's not ready to get rid of yet. My daughter is a nail tech, and a lot of the things that were left in this space were things left from when she was doing her certification. I had to resist sorting all this nail polish. I really wanted to sort it by color, but that is not today's project, so I had to stay on task. For now, I just put them all on the shelf. Sorting them will be a fun project for another day. And her other stuff, I tried to just condense. I threw away things that were obvious garbage, but anything that I was unsure of, I just put in bins. We had 3 adult children move out this year, and they all left quite a bit behind. So I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the things in bins. I'm going to designate a space for each of them to store their stuff until they're ready to come back and deal with it themselves. Day 2 is now taking care of all these piles that accumulated from day 1. I had a trash pile, I had a donate pile, and then I had a bunch of stuff that needed to go down into the storage room. Day 2 was a lot of carrying things from our top floor all the way down to our bottom floor. I was quite sweaty by the end of this project, and I felt like cleaning out this one hallway was enough for one day. But it really is amazing how much of a difference it makes just to have one small space cleaned. Day 3, I ventured into my oldest daughter's room. This was actually kind of emotional for me, which surprised me. I had so many emotions of just feeling proud of her, feeling sad that she was gone, just thinking about all of the things that she went through and experienced while living in this room. And it just surprised me how many emotions came to the surface. But this room needed a lot of work. There's a lot of stuff left over. My daughter's super sentimental, so I wanted to be really careful going through her things and storing them properly. I wanted to make sure that I didn't throw anything away that actually had a lot of meaning to her. So I just put everything in bins. I tried to organize it as best I could, and I threw away all of the obvious garbage like food wrappers and empty water bottles and things like that. And I just put things in bins. She had this drum set in the corner that I just kind of put in the closet, and then everything else I decided to just stack in the corner. Like I said in an earlier video, I plan to store all of her things in a closet down in the basement. But in order to do that, I'm gonna have to clean out that closet. So for now, I'm just gonna store all of her bins right here in her room. That way, if she needs to come back and get anything, she'll know exactly where to find it. I kind of feel proud of myself for getting this room done because it was pretty emotional for me. Day 4, I'm in my second daughter's bedroom. She just moved out in August and I haven't had a chance to go in here at all since she's left. So most of the work that I did on this day was just to organize all of her little things and put them into piles and try and figure out how I'm going to store them all. Most of this work that I did today was just trying to organize things. It honestly felt more like a prep day. Day 5, I started to put all those piles into different bins. And as I was cleaning up, I found a lot of miscellaneous pieces of clothes and laundry around her room in various places. So I just put them all in a laundry bin and washed them all again. I wasn't sure if they were clean or dirty. I also threw away a lot of garbage and felt like I made the most progress in this room on this day. And I finished everything up on day 6. This room seemed to take so long just because I had small pockets of time. So I had to spread out working on this room over 3 days. But on the last day, I worked on taking down all of these pictures off the wall. My daughter is a huge Beatles fan, and she's also really sentimental. She was worried about me changing everything in here and it not feeling like her room anymore when she came home. So I decided to put all these pictures in frames, and they will eventually go back up on the wall, so the room will still feel familiar to her.
Okay, here's the final product. This folding chair and that box are the things that need to be put away somewhere else. This side table, I've decided I'm not going to donate, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it yet. So these 3 things I need to figure out what to do with. And here's the loft room. This bassinet belongs to my oldest daughter. I need to bring it over to their apartment. Here's my oldest daughter's room with her stuff. It's all cleaned out. And look at, I can't believe this room is empty. All cleaned out. That bedding I'm likely going to replace, so I didn't make the bed yet because I'm going to replace it. And here's the final product. And then her bins are inside the closet right there. Look at that. I am proud of me. So after I finished that last room on day 6, I did have a small pile out in the hallway of some items that I was going to donate, some garbage bags, and then there was one like small box of stuff that needs to be put away in other areas of the house. So I still have that to go through. But other than that, everything is done. Everything's taken care of. The next step, like I said at the beginning of this video, is going to be washing the carpets and doing a deep clean. I hope to get to this before the end of the year because I really want to have the rooms ready for them for Christmas when they come home for the holidays. So I got to clean carpets, I got to deep clean walls, baseboards, furniture, things like that, and then put the rooms back together, mostly just bedding and some basic decor on the walls. And then we're good to go. I feel so good and so proud of myself for getting these spaces cleaned out. It was not easy, but I did it. Anyway, hopefully this gives you a little bit of motivation to get to your own cluttered spaces and work on cleaning things out, decluttering, even if it's just a little bit every day. It really is amazing how much of a difference just getting one pile taken care of and put away. It feels awesome. So go and do it. Thanks for being here today, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching and making time with me to capture the moments that matter. If you liked this video, think about subscribing and joining me next time. We can be friends.